What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing basically a quick little live commentary. Don't mind the gameplay here. Basically, I'm just playing, doing some Slayer really quick before I go to bed while I'm doing some editing. And I really quickly wanted just to talk about some things going on with this channel, have a little one-on-one with you guys about what's going to be going on in the next week. With this channel and in the future, some really cool plans that I've been working on. I mentioned in a few videos in the past that there's a lot of cool stuff coming up soon, and that I'd be mentioning it in the next week, and it's finally time for me to mention what those plans are. Some of them are already in action, for example, the Camaro project, and tomorrow you're going to see me unbox a GoPro, because I am actually going to be using that GoPro for some minor projects and a pretty big project that I'm going to be doing soon for this channel that is going to span over a month, and it's going to be pretty extensive. So, what are these projects? What's going on? Well, first off, I just really quickly wanted to mention, if you guys haven't watched my, if you haven't, well, I actually didn't mention it in any videos yet, but anyway, I'll just mention it in this video. Basically, over the last few weeks, the reason why I haven't been making as many videos as usual is mainly just because of classes and pressure in classes and stuff I've had to do, including research projects, really large papers, things like that. And right now, things are a little bit lenient. There isn't a lot of work to be done, fortunately, but that's going to change with time, of course. I'm sure tomorrow I could walk into class and there'll be a massive assignment that'll just pop out of nowhere that I forgot about. But it looks pretty clear right now. The only thing that's big is I have a research project that's due at the end of March, so it's pretty far off. So as long as I, do a little bit of work daily, I should be fine on that. But anyway, besides all that, the channel should be back in motion, and by back in motion, I mean like full schedule. There's going to be, back to the normal schedule to some extent. Now, the schedule is going to change a bit in terms of, like, the weekly schedule. I think I've mentioned this in the past, but the plan is mostly going to be to, on Mondays, do tutorials of any kind on software. Maybe hardware, but mostly software. So some sort of photography-related tutorial, some sort of Final Cut / editing-related tutorial, some sort of tutorial on software that I just started to use randomly if I ever start using different software down the road. Basically something that I think a lot of my viewers can benefit from, who are aspiring to do what I do and what other people do on YouTube or in general on the internet. Then the other thing is going to be on Tuesday, we're going to be basically doing weekly RuneScape videos, because this is the main game I'm playing right now, and this still is a gaming channel. Down the road, I do want to play some other games as they come out, but currently this is really the only game I'm playing, mainly because it's a very leisurely game. It doesn't really take too much concentration, and you could just do it in the background while you're doing schoolwork or whatever, and that's important to me because I'm very busy with a lot of big projects and things like that. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's a big, important factor that needs to exist with a game. So first-person shooters are kind of out of the question for me right now. But down the road, certainly, I could see myself playing a lot of the first-person shooters expected to come out soon. Maybe even Titanfall. We'll see what happens with all that. But Tuesday, yeah, it's just going to be this. Wednesday is most likely going to be quality time again. I don't know what's going to happen with quality time because I'm not really sure, because Nick's in the same situation as me. I'm not really sure what his schedule is and whether or not he'll be able to record much. But we'll see how that goes, and if worse comes to worse, Wednesday will just be a free-for-all. I'll just put up anything I have, and hopefully it won't be... I'll try not to make it RuneScape related because I don't want to be too heavy on RuneScape. Thursday is probably going to be the official free-for-all, as in, you never know what's going to go up on Thursday. It may be a Tony Talks, like today. It may be RuneScape related if I have another RuneScape video to put up that I think needs to go up as quick as possible without it taking a week or whatever. The The other things that can probably go up are the Camaro project, if I ever have a new episode of the Camaro project, reviews of various technologies, if I ever buy a new product or something like that. And then Friday, starting next week, is going to be the return of gaming computer builds. I think I've said a few times that gaming computer builds will be returning, and it never happened. This is actually officially going to be happening most likely next week. You know, I hope it doesn't change, but maybe since I have a lot of time on my hands right now, maybe I'll just create an episode now and make sure that I have an episode for next week so I can keep that promise. But the reason why in the past it hasn't really happened every time I say it's going to happen is because something pops up and then I just have nothing to upload for Friday. So maybe I'll be a little bit more proactive this time, and maybe I'll get on it a lot quicker, or a lot earlier, quicker. Oh, look at that. I could make a full key now. Woo. So yeah, that's what's going on in the short term. I'm very excited to bring back gaming computer builds. In fact, I'm so excited that I'm considering, but I'm a little wary of doing this, doing 2 gaming computer builds a week, one on Sunday, one on Friday, or something like that. But the reason why I'm a little concerned about doing that is because I think, A, it's going to burn me out, B, it's going to burn you guys out, and C, I'm worried I'm going to run out of content to create. That was the main reason why I stopped making those videos, is because, to be honest, there wasn't really any other videos to be made. I already covered like every price range you could imagine, and I just felt like it wasn't worth continuing. But now there's some new parts out, now there's some new cases out, there's a lot of things for me to play with in that series, so it is time to start it up again. But, like I just said, it is a little, you know, hard to decide whether or not I should do 2 a week, or how far I should space them out and things like that. But we'll just go back to the regular schedule at first, and then if I get comfortable with it, maybe I'll start doing double videos. Or if I just start having a lot of ideas, we'll do double videos every once in a while. Maybe 2 in a day, who knows? That's actually kind of risky too. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of those ideas. Tell me like what you guys think about it. My notion that it'll be risky. Maybe you guys have good insight on how to A, avoid that, or B, the fact that it's not true. So I appreciate that feedback in the comments. But as far as the long term, like what's going on in the long term, one project that, well, not long, this is more like midterm. It's coming up in like the next probably weeks, in the next few weeks. It's not too short term. But basically what I'm going to be doing very soon is I'm going to be starting to use this product I just purchased, which is the GoPro Black Edition, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be using that to record myself driving through various, various environments. And what that means is, well, it's going to start off with me driving through a famous mountain in Nevada, southern Nevada. The next thing I'm going to be probably doing is driving up to the Red Rock Range, which is pretty cool. The one after that will probably be me going down to Lake Mead and Hoover Dam, which is pretty historic and recognizable. Maybe I'll do one on the Strip, potentially. We'll see what happens with that. But basically the plan is to strap the GoPro on top of my car and drive around places in the Camaro. So that seems like a very vague and just, you know, not too descriptive or exciting series, but I'm going to be doing a lot of editing with it. I'm going to be having a lot of fun with the footage. I'm going to do multiple angles if I can get the chance to. I'm going to play around with them. I have a lot of fun with this. And it's mostly just a learning experience with this GoPro, because I actually have other plans with the GoPro down the road. And I actually am ready to tell you about those, because I really don't care if they change, because this is very long term, like 4 or 5 months down the road. I'm considering doing a road trip this summer. For the longest time, I've wanted to see like 5 different places across the United States, and those include, you know, what most people want to see if they live in the United States, or even if they don't live in the United States. The capital. I want to go back to New York. Obviously, I grew up in New York, but I want to go back to New York. I want to go to Philadelphia. I want to go to Chicago. And I also want to go to Boston, but I'm going to be doing that in the spring anyway. And another thing I want to do is I want to go up to Canada, which isn't the United States. It's north of the United States. But these are all things that I want to do at some point in my lifetime. You know, you can say they're on my bucket list. But the thing is that to do all of these, you'd have to individually plan trips, and you'd have to pay for airfare and hotels and blah, 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 which is kind of a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm going to be taking a road trip. So over the summer, hopefully, I think that's when we're going to do it, I'm going to be doing a road trip across the United States. Well, actually, I'm going to go up to Canada, go across Canada, right across the border of the United States and Canada. I'm going to go across Canada, and then I'm going to come through Toronto, Niagara Falls, and then I'm going to go into New York City and go down the East Coast. And the plan is that I'm just going to upload videos while this is going on regularly. And then as this is going on, I'm just going to record it, have all the scheduled uploads go up, and then after the trip, I'm going to take all of the footage, I'm going to edit it, compile it, I'm going to make a series out of it. Now, don't know what the series is going to be called, but besides this series, there'll be a side spin-off series that will just be me driving with a little bit of music in the background through famous landmarks, famous areas, and things like that. So there'll be 2 series that come out of this if this happens. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. I think that you guys will hopefully enjoy it as well. It'll be kind of like, you know, you guys get to go on a vacation. It's kind of like a virtual vacation for you guys. And I think that it's a really cool idea. Tell me what you think below. I'll try to get Nick involved in it. I've been trying to get him on Skype so I could talk to him about some of these ideas, see what he thinks, get some feedback. But, you know, it's kind of difficult, once again, with school and everything. But hopefully this weekend I'll be able to talk to him. But that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoy any of these ideas, or if you have any feedback on any of these ideas, if you hate these ideas, please leave comments below with feedback. I'd really appreciate it because I do read every comment, and it does help to get feedback from you guys. It's 90% of why I love YouTube, is that I'm able to get feedback from people that come from all different backgrounds and all different points of view, and I think that's very useful. So that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little commentary. By quick, I mean long. I'm not even sure how long this is. But hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully you guys made it to the end. I will see you guys tomorrow with the unboxing of the GoPro, of course. And I'll also see you guys next week with a full set of videos in the schedule. And I think you guys will enjoy that. So that is it. I will see you guys very soon.